At least with my gym exit videos, it's holding me accountable that I go to the gym every day. So today I actually wanted to touch on something that I thought about yesterday. Celebrating the 21 days and the diet and so forth, is momentum. So the hardest thing with anything is to get started. And what's amazing, I mean, think about it. Think about a plane taking off, which most of the fuel is burned on takeoff compared to the rest of the trip. And think about a train, trains that weigh thousands and thousands of tons. It starts and it inches, and you hear the steam. They don't have steam engines anymore, or at least that I know of, but you know what I'm saying. You could picture it in your mind. It inches, and then it goes a couple feet, and then it goes some more feet, and then suddenly it starts picking up speed. But the beginning is always the hardest, the roughest, the first step. But then as you take a step and another step and another step and another step, and suddenly we've taken 1,000 steps. So I say all of that to say, one, just get started. Just get started. It's gonna feel so hard at first. You haven't worked out in a long time or ever, and your muscles hurt, and you could barely lift weight, whatever it is, okay? And then you're eating well to feed your muscles. You're eating the protein and so forth, and then a few weeks later, all of a sudden you're pushing up heavier weight and so forth. So just get started, and then suddenly you have momentum. Same thing with your finances. The first budget is a nightmare. You don't even know these numbers you're inputting because you haven't been paying attention to them. You don't even know how much you spend on certain things, and you're doing this budget and it feels like impossible, and also you'll all of a sudden see all your errors, so then you feel super guilty. But just get started. Just get started. Then it gets easier. Then you build up momentum. Then a budget's like, you already know what numbers go in there by heart, pretty much. You already see your patterns, and then suddenly you start picking up speed. You could be gazelle intense with all your goals because you suddenly have momentum in the areas that you're trying to succeed in. And momentum is in line with those good habits every day, that you have to protect these things, like life or death. Like, you got to do everything you can to keep that momentum going, because once you're riding on the momentum, it's like taking off into outer space. It's so hard to take off, but once you get into the Earth's orbit, you're literally just riding the orbit. But the whole point is, it's super hard to get started. Each step feels like torture, but once you keep going, day after day, consistency over time, suddenly you start picking up speed, and it gets easier. Like a debt snowball. The debt snowball, you pay a minimum payment plus as much as you can to the first debt. You kill that debt. Then that minimum payment with all whatever extra money you have goes to the second debt, and the payment's bigger. Kill that second debt by the third debt, fourth debt. Your payment every month gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and you have a snowball effect. That's the momentum idea. So whatever your goals are with finances, with health, with your career, with even your family, good habits in your family, like, just start. Take it a day at a time, a step at a time, but the momentum will start picking up, and then suddenly it is easy. It becomes a part of your life. Like, I have a really cool share. So as you know, yesterday I had my weigh-in, and it was super successful. And one thing that I had to break fast as a treat to myself was something that I served to people on an event that I hosted on Saturday, but I couldn't eat it, which was bagels and cream cheese with smoked salmon, and it tastes so good. It's like a new discovery for me. But anyway, I literally said, okay, then I will eat that on Monday after I weigh myself, as a reward, as a treat. And when I get home, I just got straight into my routine. And then I realized I'm cooking breakfast, and suddenly I had my eggs and bacon done and my kids' meal, because I prepare everything before they get the kids out of the crib and all this. And suddenly I was like, oh, I was supposed to cheat right now. And then it hit me. It was like, wow, it becomes second nature. It becomes easy. And then, of course, I said, okay, then after I do cardio, I'll eat that, which I did, and it was very yummy. But the whole point is momentum. Ride the wave. It makes it easy. The beginning's hard, but once you're on that flow, ride that wave and protect your habits. And it's really like, it's not hard to sustain. It becomes your life. It becomes easy. It becomes normal. So let's get it. Ride that wave. Pick it up step by step and get on that momentum wave. And you're going to see your life transform. And you're going to see that everything you've set out to do is within reach.